Welcome back everyone. You may be in a position where your Xbox Series X or Series S for some reason is just not turning on or it's not booting up. Now this can happen for a couple of different reasons. There's tons of reasons why this can happen. The first thing I would recommend doing though is to make sure that the power supply that you have for your Xbox is plugged in properly, and you want to make sure that the outlet you have it plugged into is perfectly, functional as well. You will not believe how many times some people just put their Xbox and plug it in to either the wrong port, or maybe they just plug it into an outlet that's faulty. So just make sure everything's plugged in there properly, and you can pretty much alleviate a lot of the issues that way. Now let's say that fixed it, well then you're pretty much done. If that doesn't fix it, what I would recommend doing is unplugging everything from your Xbox and letting it sit there for maybe like a minute or two and letting it just kind of cool down and just kind of reset itself. By doing this, you can pretty much just rest assured that there may be, some internal thing that was blocking it for some reason. So once a couple minutes pass, plug everything back up, and once everything is plugged back up, you want to go ahead and see if the Xbox is able to be turned on again. If it's still not working, what I would recommend doing is actually taking a controller, if you have it, plugging it into actually the hardware of the Xbox itself, not wirelessly, and holding down on the Xbox button on that Xbox controller. Sometimes the power button on your Xbox may not be functional, and by clicking it and by holding down the Xbox controller button, this may actually just randomly click things into place, and this may end up fixing it as well. If that doesn't fix it, another thing I would recommend doing is to see if for some reason you randomly dropped your Xbox, or randomly your Xbox just, stopped working or something like that. If that happened to be the case, well then there may be some hardware issues, but before you get too deep there, you may want to check the actual output of your Xbox. You may want to check a different HDMI cable. If you're using another cable, you may want to check that. If you're using like a game share card or something, you may want to check, make sure everything is functional there. Make sure your TV is on as well. If none of those things seem to be working, I would probably recommend trying out a different outlet for your plug, but also trying a different, power adapter as well. If for some reason the Xbox isn't turning on, it could be the power adapter. It's a much cheaper fix and much easier to replace that than it is to replace the entire Xbox. If you're still having issues, I would recommend contacting Microsoft and having them take a look at your console. So that's pretty much it. If you have any other questions or anything like that, let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that'll mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.